Once again, I am Asha Mandela, and this is my third video that is being done in Nairobi, Kenya, backyard, homegrown style, old-fashioned way. And first, this is my king, Mbogo, and I first used my peppermint shampoo on him, which we used to wash his hair. It did a great job. His locks are very thick, and we needed to have that stimulation getting in there for his scalp to get it all washed up. So once we got done with the washing, I used my ZULU herb solution, growth stimulant oil, which I put a couple drops in the lines of his locks and in the roots, and really works my way into massaging it really nicely. So now that his locks is all good and ready and massaged, we're going to use my ZULU herb solution, Kurly Lox butter, of which I'm going to get into each lock and try to twist it as best as I can, because if you notice, these are like really huge locks, as I would say fat bongos, and he doesn't really like it styled or groomed because he is really an old-fashioned Rasta. But today we're going to just show exactly what ZULU herb solutions Lox butter can actually do to also help control the little growth areas in thick locks. So first, I'm going to just actually start like with the front, and you notice that I just took just a little bit because we don't need a whole lot. There's some people that think you have to use a whole lot of twisting to get in to the scalp with the butter, but you really don't. It just takes a little bit. And bear in mind that my ZULU herb solutions Kurly Lox butter is for not just for dreadlocks, but it's for all natural hair. Being that some people doesn't have locks and they just want to have that curly look, it also works really brilliant for that curly look. So for Mbogo, he doesn't like a lot of styles. Don't squinch. Yeah. And so I'm just going to do it really fast. And like I said, it's just to give a basic idea of how we can still try to tame really large sectioned locks with this Kurly Lox butter. And in doing so, I think I might just come up with something unique and a little bit crazy today. So here we go. Just a little bit of twisting, a little bit of pulling up these little ones right to the end here. I'm not going to do a lot of separating because he doesn't like the separation. But again, just to show how it works. My ZULU Lox Herb Solutions Lox butter has done really well on the market. And I'd like to share that anyone who is interested in placing an order can go to my website at ZULUherbsolutions.com, and there you'd find lots of pictures, and you can place your order. I have really good specials in terms of the 3 pieces where you can order the growth stimulant oil, the peppermint shampoo, and my Kurly Lox butter, and shipping is free. Also, my website address, besides ZULUherbsolutions.com, you can also get to my website address at www.ashamandela.com. So here we go. See, this doesn't take a whole lot of time, and I think I'm coming up with something really nice and crazy here. I'm sure you don't mind, do you, King?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. There's been a lot of interest in my product in here in Kenya, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to go because, you know, we have to be honest in terms of cost, and the US dollar doesn't do that well in Kenya, and a lot of stuff is very expensive. So basically, a lot of people being able to afford the product might probably be a little bit tricky. But what I've decided to do is I'm always ready to give back to the community because I've had so much fans and so much really loyal fans that support me. So I've decided that most of the people who go to my website and request samples, I've decided that I will be sending out a lot of samples to Kenya so that a lot of the folks who can't afford it can at least have a chance to try my ZULU herb solution and know that the product really works. My solution is a combination of all the products that I've used through the years that has worked for me, and so I've decided to come up with a formula with a little bit of everything that worked for me, not necessarily meaning that it's going to work for everybody, and put it together and share it with the world. And it has been a really, really amazing experience. So, here it is. I'm almost done. Now, the crazy styles doesn't look too bad, huh? See, it works really well. I like the way that it's light. It's not too heavy on the locks, because I really don't like anything heavy on my locks. So by doing it this way, it's not very neat, since he's, like he says, an old-fashioned raster and doesn't like it really neat, but it gives people an idea of what you can really do with big locks. So there it is. Wow. I guess it pays to have big locks, huh? Because look, it's being done really fast. Now some areas, I'm not really doing a great job at massaging the locks butter in, because it's not really for the scalp, it's mostly for the hair. And since his locks is really thick, it's a little bit iffy to get it in at the moment, but it actually dissolves itself in a short time. Even if you don't have time to like totally massage it in, it doesn't stand out where it's looking like really white and icky, but it works in. So here we go. In knotting this together, we just knot it together for a little bit, probably an hour, just to give it a chance to get work in there. And then in doing so, we came up with this brilliant style. So what do you think, my dear?
Wow.
It's crazy and unique?
Crazy, I'm sure I'm crazy. And I think I have some unique. Yeah.
Yep. And it all comes from the ZULU Earth Solutions, where I have the ZULU Earth Solutions Kurly Lox butter. I have the ZULU Earth Solutions Growth Renew Oil, and the ZULU Earth Solutions Peppermint Stimulant Shampoo. So like I said, to get to my product, you can get to my website at www.zuluearthsolutions.com or www.ashamandela.com. There you go. And guess what? My picture's on the back, so I'll be watching you. Every time you use my stuff, I'll be looking at you.
Yeah. Beautiful.